Hey, welcome back. It's Wednesday again, so another Vault video is dropping. I did not manage to level another character last week. I got close with like level 87 on both of my other tanks. But for now, we are stuck with 11 characters, and I moved up my Evoker, which is my basically new main char for this season, into the favorites list of my most played characters. And yeah, as per usual, we will start with the lowest character and then move our way up towards the top. So let's go. All right. So this warrior will loot in arms spec, I think, because we still want like a better weapon. We have still a blue weapon and yeah, blue hat as well. So let's take a look. I think I did a plus 10 last week, so we should get a mythic item from this. And if not, we can at least take the additional bonus roll. So mythic item is going to be wrist. I don't know if haste mastery is any good on warrior, but I think it should be fine. Considering taking the bonus roll anyway, since this would allow me to like um, be faster at targeting an item that I specifically want. Then again, I would need to do like a plus 10 on this character as well, which is possible, of course. Uh, Bit difficult decision at this point because this character is actually quite weak at 250 item level, and I have already a hero piece in that slot. I think we will take it anyway. Do we? Didn't know you can buy a spark on this vendor. That's crazy. What the fuck? Well, the slot for the additional bonus roll is missing, so I assume we need to like unlock it at some point. Do I actually care on this character, or do I just pick the mythic item and call it a day? Not too sure. We get 2 bonus rolls anyway, assuming we unlock the Void Forge. So I will just pick the item. We get a plus 10 keystone, so we can actually play our own key if no one wants to join this warrior in the adventure of completing another plus 10 this week. And Mythic Bracers is obviously not bad as well. So yeah, next character. Alright, on to the Shaman. I'm curious, by the way, if you don't mind, comment down below. Do you think my voice sounds a bit like rough in these vault opening videos? Obviously, my own voice sounding like awkward to me is like pretty common, I think, for everyone. So I don't like to judge myself on this, but yeah, comment below if you think my voice is like a little bit fucked up in these vault opening videos. It kind of feels like it to me, so yeah. Would be interesting if you notice that too, or if that's just me being awkward about my voice. So this is my shaman. We played the plus 10 as well, or 11 I think even. So yeah, he has foresight. I think we are looking for trinkets. We are crafting a weapon anyway. We will open an elemental, so we get trinkets, and yeah, again, I think I will craft a weapon anyway. All right, so what do we have here? We have a good ring. I think this ring is actually pretty insane for Shaman, especially since Versa is not a good stat for us, and we need Mastery, and Crit is probably not bad. Other options are not interesting to me at all, so I think we will pick that. Um, then again, this is a ring, and we could force like a trinket that we actually need with an additional bonus roll. So I'm considering taking the Token of Merit here. Um, Especially since we would replace like a hero ring with this. So yeah, I think this is a good choice where we pick the tokens of merit for the reason that we can actually roll on something we really want. Like for example, on this character, I would probably roll Windrunner Spire because Windrunner Spire will give me, if we go to trinkets, it will give me very good trinkets like these two, and yeah, the additional slots. Let's look for finger. Well, there's no ring in Winter Aspire, but I can like roll for this set, I think, which might not be a bad choice at all at Nexus Point. So yeah, having the bonus roll, I think, is more beneficial to me. And again, yeah, I did a plus 11 on this character last week, so that's nice. So we collect this. I think we cannot buy the bonus roll right now, but I hope it will be available on this vendor as soon as we completed the Void Forge quest. Next character. Alright, onto my paladin. Yeah, the key that we did this week was actually quite rough. I think it was this week that we did a Windrunner Spire in 53 minutes, which is like kind of crazy. We are opening in red since we want trinkets anyway, and this is a pretty easy choice. We will take the pants and we will make a mythic tier piece with it. Let me check. Well, we have bad trinkets. We will get a crafted weapon anyway, and we could roll for shoulders on a dungeon that has something else we need. So again, might be interesting to consider taking the bonus roll. But I think I will just stick to pants and then convert it in the catalyst. What was the key that we did? Okay, it seems like we did a plus 11 and we did not time it, and then we got the plus 10. So this makes the most sense to me, at least. All right, let's convert the pants and then we log on to the next character. All right, the Demon Hunter. It's quite awkward to have this character this early in the rotation, but I kind of don't enjoy it as much in Midnight. So yeah, it kind of makes sense that it's a little bit lower priority for me. Let's see what we get. We get a cloak. We don't really need that cloak. I mean, it's crit haste, which is like yeah, but actually not that good. We need crit mastery, I think. So I think what we will do here is definitely take the bonus rolls. This character is good enough, and in general, Demon Hunter is like powerful enough to complete a plus 10 or 11 key that we can like bonus roll with this. So we will take the tokens of merit and then find us a key that has decent loot for us. So let's check which key did we get. Skyreach 10. So this is pretty easy and quick character. On to the next one. Alright, so the priest. This one again is a bit interesting because we play both Shadow and Holy. I completed the Neleus challenge solo last week on this character and made a video about it. Yeah, so I think we still need trinkets. Yeah, definitely. So we will stay in Shadow to get the DPS trinkets, which are usually a bit harder to get compared to healer trinkets because less people roll on healer trinkets. I don't think this is a good trinket, but we will check it out anyway. Let me look in the list. So this is like complete garbage tier. It's basically D tier in the tier list on Wowhead, which is often enough not the list that you should trust with your trinket choices. Made a mistake on my Evoker this season and pretty sad about it because I gave Gates of the All-Seer to a friend, which I actually regret a bit right now since I actually needed it. But yeah. Alright, we take Token of Merit again because yeah, we want to like use the additional bonus roll. This character is definitely strong enough to do a plus 10. Even 11 is possible this week. So so yeah, we just take the bonus roll and then select a different dungeon with a better trinket for us. I think Windrunner Spire might be good for this character as well, since I think both trinkets are good for Shadow. I need to double check that, but yeah. Alright, so the rogue is crafting a mythic weapon this week. Pretty sure, regardless of what I will loot in the vault, I think I will craft a mythic weapon this week. I was considering that it might be beneficial to actually craft the offhand and then loot a main hand mythic weapon that I can upgrade to 298. That would require me to actually get get a mythic weapon. So I don't know if this trinket is any good. If so, I would pick it. Let me check in the list. Interesting. So this trinket is actually best in slot for rogue, for sub rogue at least. It's not a mythic trinket, it's not the mythic version. But then again, this character will never see the mythic version of this trinket. Basically guaranteed, because before I would use this character for mythic raiding, I would at least have like 4 other characters that I would prefer to use. So it is impossible for me to get this trinket. And looking looking at the other options that I would have to play, like Puzzle Box, which I don't enjoy as much, and the second slot is obviously taken by Gates of the Awnseer. So yeah, we will take this trinket, even though it's a heroic version. We can upgrade it to 276, I think, and then we will get an additional 9 item level, which is like then it should be 285 then. Yeah, 285. 285 trinket for my rogue is more than enough, more than I could ask for. And I think this might be quite fun to play. It actually gives us like 600 haste, so it should speed up our rotation quite a lot. Yeah, that's pretty awesome that we get this trinket. Not sure which I should replace. I think I will replace this one for now, because the other one should be lower on the list. I'm not too sure though. Crucible is actually not on the list, so I don't know yet which trinket is better. I will sim them. I think I have another one. I have a trinket over here as well. And this one is a trinket as well. Big experience, what getting you agility. So this one could be pretty good as well. So I need to like sim all of these trinkets at some point, and then I will decide which one I will upgrade. So this is a trinket as well. So we need to like make sure that we made the right choice there. And then this is champion pants, so we can like make them into set. I think I did not. Wait, I have enough charges. Why did I not? I should have changed them. Did I loot them in the vault last week? No, that can't be. That would be actually quite funny if I forgot to like make a set item and actually play the key this week. This would be crazy. All right. Now we have champion set. This was a bit awkward, but yeah. Again, the Gyrodon is definitely the best trinket, and I will look for a second option as soon as I made a sim on this character, which I won't do right now since we want to speed up this video a bit and get it out to the people. So yeah, next character it is. Alright, this mage got a bit of gold. That's nice. So, mage was not played a lot last week. I think I looted this trinket last week from the vault, which is actually pretty good. And then, yeah, I basically want to replace my blue item on this character. That would be the main objective this week. Let's see what we get here. And, yeah, make a decision based on that. Ooh, Heart of Wind. Is it actually good? Let's see. Alright, so Heart of Wind is B tier, so it's not good. And we have Gaze of the Awnseer in normal, which is, yeah, it's obviously not great, but probably might be better than Heart of Wind. That's actually pretty sad. I was very excited, as you may have heard, that I have this trinket in my vault. But we will take a look at the sim and then see if we actually take this trinket or no. Alright, I just completed the sim, and picking this trinket and replacing it with our current mythic trinket would be a 500 DPS downgrade. So sadly, we cannot pick it, and I wish I had this on a character that can actually use it. But we will pick a token of merit and then hope for a good item in our bonus roll. That's actually really sad because yeah, you rarely see and you rarely get excited about like a huge like trinket drop in the vault, and then it turns out to be a bummer. Unlucky. Well, next character. All right, so onto my hunter, and but this turned out to be one of the most fun characters last week, so I enjoyed it very much. I think last or even the week before that, I crafted my World Tenders set, so the Roots Warden's Regalia. And so this character is now what I would call like complete. It has like 2 embellishments, it has a mythic weapon, it has decent trinkets. So we basically look for minor upgrades. We look for obviously better trinkets would be a possibility. And then yeah, like mythic set pieces is obviously a good choice. So yeah, we want to like bump the item level of this character, but in general, I'm quite happy in the spot where I am with this character. So we will take. Wait, do we actually take BM loot? So this is now an interesting choice because we could argue that we want to switch to survival and increase our chances to get specific loot. I don't actually know what I want, so I guess we will open SBM and then make this choice next week again. But yeah, basically a mythic weapon would not be that big of an upgrade. Well, we did not get any mythic weapon anyway, so who cares? Crit haste is decent. I think haste is a little bit better in single target compared to mastery, but I don't think we will pick a cloak. Especially not since we already have a 3 out of 6 hero cloak. I don't think we pick this one. We will pick the tokens of merit and then look for a reward that is more interesting to us. So this will get quite a bit complicated because I don't have like premium raid bots right now, so I cannot zim all dungeons at the same time. I might actually consider like subbing to premium raid bots again, and at least for a month, and then see which of the dungeons are highest expected value for me for my bonus rolls, to make sure that I make the right choice there. All right, on to the next character. So my new main character, my evoker. This is actually the character that I'm most nervous about as far as the vault goes, and I spent the most time on progressing this character last week. I think I completed at least like 15, 20 keys, I think, and I completed the entire heroic raid except for Lyria and March of Kalanas. So basically, I completed 6 bosses. What I want to say. So yeah, I will have a lot of slots, and I will obviously pick Augmentation Evoker, and we definitely hope for trinkets. We definitely hope for a replacement for our 198 hands. That would be awesome. So yeah, I'm a bit nervous on this character, but I think we will just go for it, and we hope for the best. Can take a little bit longer this time for the choice because yeah, I need to like really consider what is worth it to me. So I think all of these slots are out anyway because they are like lower item level. We might consider raid loot depending on if it's good or not. I don't think this is good. I don't think this is good. I don't think this is good. So we have a mythic ring. Crit haste is actually our main stats. So this is amazing, and it would be replacing a hero ring. I think maybe not. Maybe it's replacing the mythic ring, which is not ideal. And I will break up the set as well. So yeah, I need to check out if this is actually worth it. This would replace our hands, which is awesome. So this is like a 74 item level upgrade, which is pretty good, I think. And then we have Versa Mastery Boots, which is like not something we want at all. So we will probably never pick this one. So I think the hands are definitely one of the biggest considerations right now. I can transform them to set hands. Let's see what the catalyzed version of hands will give me. Where is hands? Hands. So they will give me haste Versa, and the currents have Versa Mastery. So at least I would get one of the stats that I need, but yeah, I might consider picking another offset piece with crit haste on the hands. I'm not sure what the other set pieces have. Crit mastery, crit mastery, crit haste, and haste mastery. So I have a lot of mastery on my gear already with the other 4 pieces. So that's not something that I really want, but yeah, I'm pretty sure this should be the obvious choice, but I need to check out if this is actually worth it to pick this ring. Um, is it the ring from Pit of Soren? Finger. It actually is. So this is one of my Biz rings, I'm pretty sure. And having it on Mythic is obviously pretty amazing. Then again, I'm breaking up the set, and I have already pretty good rings, and I have very bad hands. So I should probably consider picking the hands anyway. I mean, the thing is, this is a guaranteed huge upgrade, huge main set upgrade, and it's replacing one of my worst slots in my current gear with a mythic item, which I probably will never replace ever. So yeah, considerations. I can always get like the mythic ring later, and another consideration is that most of my good augmentation evoker gear actually comes from Pit of Sorin. So I think we will usually play this head item. This is like our off-piece set, like Crit Haste. Then we will play this thing, and I already have it in Hero, so we want to get it in Mythic. Crit Haste, Shoulders is good for us. So basically any of the set pieces in this dungeon is probably pretty good. Crit Haste, Waste is pretty good for us. What else do we have in this dungeon? Not picking this. Ring is pretty good. And then I don't think I would ever play this trinket, but like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 items from Pit. I'm not sure about this weapon. Might be that it's actually good, but I don't think I would pick it. And this is like the catalyzed version, or at least I could catalyze this pants for mythic pants as well, so there will not be a wasted bonus roll. So let's say I get 6 items from Pit, and we need to check actually our bag item. So bag is haste mastery in the catalyst, so this is not worth it to get this one. But yeah, I can get 6 items from Pit, and one of the items is actually the ring. So I think we don't pick the ring, and we just pick like the hands. This should be the biggest upgrade by far. And an additional bonus roll would not guarantee us a safe upgrade. So I think this is the much better choice. So we have like Midnight Epic now, I think. Yes. And this is like 2 item level. It's crazy. Crazy. Almost 3 item level with the hands. So yeah, I need to consider if I need to catalyze it, but both of these stats are not good, and I think the catalyzed version has better stats, so pretty sure we would catalyze them anyway. Let's see. Haste Versa. I need to check if that is actually an upgrade, but I assume it is. I will consider this later, since I don't have many catalyzed charges. But yeah, so this character is turning out to be actually quite good. And now the next characters we are looting, they will guarantee us, hopefully, that we get a discount on our hero crests. So we need 390 hero crests this week if we get the discount to fully upgrade our gear, assuming we have hero in every slot, which we don't. I think we have at least 1 champion item. Veteran, champion. Yeah, so we have 1 champion item and 2 veteran items, which need to be replaced by something good. And then we need 390 hero crests, assuming we upgrade only the hero gear to fully upgrade our character. And then obviously we need like myth crests to like craft 1 more item. I think we cannot craft 2 items. No, it's only 1 item this week. 1 mythic item with the mythic crests to fully pump the item level of this character. Remember, I swapped to this character just a week ago. So basically last week I decided to swap mains to Orc, or at least give Orc a try, and then started to play it a bit more. And now we are already in the 270 item level range, and on a good pace to actually get probably like 280 this week. So yeah, awesome. Next character. Alright, so the Warlock and the Druid, though this character and the next one, have a very specific job. Their job is to reach 276 on every slot, so that we get the Hero of the Dawn achievement and can reduce the upgrade cost on our Evoker. So this is basically the only goal that I want to achieve with this character this week. And if I achieve it, no matter how I achieve it, I'm happy about it. And if not, I'm very sad about it, because that means that I need to delay the upgrading on my Evoker for another week, which is obviously quite annoying. So yeah. but what can we do to improve our chances? So basically what we need on this character is we need like a mythic trinket, a mythic ring, or mythic wrists to make sure that we can reach the 276 requirement. Because we can craft another item, I think. We have 2 sparks. Yep, we have 2 sparks. So we can craft a ring. Then if we loot a mythic ring, what we need is like a hero trinket we can upgrade. And then we can upgrade the wrist wraps as well. And this should get us to 276. And if not, then we can maybe loot a mythic trinket, then craft a ring, find another heroic ring, and then upgrade ring and wrist to 276 to reach the requirement. So let's fingers crossed that we will get either trinket or ring or wrist straps, but that is not helpful as much because we already have a hero item that we can upgrade at least. But obviously I would take it as well. But yeah, if we get nothing and we need to rely on the bonus rolls, this will be a bit awkward this week. So let's hope we are lucky and let's fingers crossed for Mythic Trinket. Interesting. So these are out obviously because they're not as helpful. This is out as well, not as helpful. We get Mythic Set Piece, something I would usually instantly pick, but again, we have a very specific job this week. So this is quite sad because we can actually pick a mythic weapon, which is like a huge upgrade for this character. Or we can pick the mythic trinket and guarantee us the 276. Yeah. Oh, wait. True. We got the upgrade in the last dungeon we did last night. So we have a heroic trinket. So we can upgrade the heroic trinket, we can upgrade the wrists. So now we need a ring and a crafted ring to actually solve our problems. So where do we get this ring? This is a bit dicey. Do we have enough crests? Wait, I can get 115. So basically we have 160, which is like 8 upgrades. So this trinket is taking 3 upgrades. And then we have 4 upgrades over here, which is 7. So we have 1 upgrade. So this is not enough. We would need down convert mythic crests if we get a heroic ring to actually achieve what we want to do. Unless, which is probably not happening, we loot the ring from Midnight Falls, which should be upgraded to 6 out of 6 already, yeah. So if we would get this ring, then our problem would be solved. Or we pick the mythic trinket. Let's consider this option. Let's say we pick the mythic trinket. We use 20 mythic crests to upgrade it to 276. And now we can spend 4 upgrades on this. And we have an additional 4 upgrades for the ring, which we need to loot anyway. And then we can craft a mythic ring. So this might be a better option, even though this is a bad trinket. Yeah. What I want to do now is I will not pick this world right now because I can get lucky on my druid and solve my crest problem on the druid. And then we can probably pick the weapon for this character. Then we would, yeah, use the 298 weapon and then craft a second embellishment on bracers probably. Which is a bit of a problem because I need to craft a ring to solve the crest issue. Or we can bonus roll a ring. This would be another interesting option as well. We would go Nexus Point and we would bonus roll Nexus Point 3 times this week, or 2 times at least. And then, yeah, 2 times, and because we picked the weapon from the vault. And then we would get the rings in Mythic. We would spend Mythic crests, which we have quite enough. Yeah, we have enough of Mythic crests to be able to craft bracers with the embellishment, use the vault weapon, and then get both rings from Nexus Point with the bonus rolls, or at least one of them in Mythic with the bonus rolls, and then we can loot like one other heroic ring. Yeah, that should be possible as well. which would mean we would need to spend... How many crests do we need to spend then? It's a bit difficult to do the math. So we need to like spend at least 3 upgrades here. That's 60. Yeah, it should be possible. It should be possible on this character, but still, we want to loot the druid first. Alright, so the druid is in a similar spot. What we need on the druid is actually, we would need a ring. If we get a mythic ring on this character, or a mythic trinket, then our problem is solved. We would probably want a mythic trinket actually. And then we would need like to craft a ring, I think. Yeah, we would craft a ring. And then we would upgrade the boots. And this should get us to 276 in every slot. So mythic trinket it is. Let's hope for something good. We did not get a trinket. That's rough. We get mythic ring, which is not helpful, I think. Is it helpful? Let's consider how we can do this. So, let's assume we picked the mythic ring. This is a 272 ring. We need to spend like 20 myth crests to upgrade the ring to 276. And then we need to spend 60 heroic crests on this ring to upgrade it to 276. The last slots that we are missing is this shoulders. We need to spend another 20 mythic crests. And then we need to upgrade the shoes and the trinket. Let's assume we craft shoes for now. So we only need to upgrade the trinket. I have a heroic trinket, which is like this tank trinket, which is 1 out of 6. So this one would need 100 heroic crests, correct? Yeah, it would. So I currently have 60 hero crests. We get 100 this week. So this would math out correctly. Let's count the crests again. We get 20 here, 20 myth crests here. We are down to, let's assume we have 120 because I can get 5 quite easily. We are down to 100 mythic crests. So we upgrade this once. Then we upgrade the ring that we loot once, which is brings us down to 80 myth crests. Then we spend 60 heroic crests on this. We craft shoes, which would bring us down to 0 myth crests. And then we upgrade the trinket with the remaining 100 hero crests, which would take us to the threshold of 276 in every slot. So yeah, it should be possible to do that. It should be possible. Do I want to do that? That is the next question. Is this ring actually good, is the question. Because I'm down to picking like a worse item this week on this character. Like this ring, if it's like not Turbo Biz, but it's okay-ish, which I assume it is. I don't think crit mastery is bad for balance. It's not ideal for restoration, but who cares? As long as we can reach the 276 breakpoint. Yeah. I need to think about this for a minute. Alright, I spent quite a bit of time thinking about it right now. And the best solution right now for me that I considered is actually getting the bonus rolls on this character. Then running Nexus Point and bonus roll for my other ring, so for the Occlusion of Light. Occlusion of Light Mythic will guarantee me that I can spend 2 Mythic upgrades on shoulders and ring. And then spend 60 heroic crests on my ring and 100 from this week on the trinket. And then craft boots and I would be 276. This would be the best option since I would not waste my vault. I could then pick a bonus roll from the vault. But it would mean that I would spend basically the entire day on this character. Which is quite annoying, but I think it's still the best option to do it this way. The other options don't seem to be that viable. One argument against that is I could bonus roll, or try to bonus roll at least, Mythic Chimeras if I kill it this week, which is obviously a better trinket. But yeah, I'm not sure what to do. I don't think I will find a conclusion right now, so sadly this video will end for you with no conclusion on Warlock and Druid. Because I need to actually play content to resolve this issue. and to find the best solution right now. It seems to you, or it might seem to you, that I'm like overreacting a bit and this is a bit min-maxy. But I actually want to achieve very specifically that my Evoker can upgrade to the maximum possible item level this week. And to achieve that, it is required for me to make these kind of considerations on my Warlock and Druid to unlock the Hero of the Dawn achievement. So yeah, basically, I'm not sure how much I will show in the video from what I have been talking the last like 15 minutes. But this is how complex considerations can sometimes be if you try to min-max in this game. But yeah, I think the solution that I came up with, like getting the bonus rolls and bonus rolling Nexus Point, is the best I can do right now. So I hope you found this video interesting. At least I think it is very interesting because you can see how my brain works in real time and see how I consider vaults for multiple characters and the entire account. Yeah, I hope this was helpful to you. If so, it would be nice if you like and subscribe. Comment down below what you got in your vault, and I see you in the next one. Bye bye.